Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Let me get this started because I'm losing daylight. Totally thought I was live before and I wasn't. I called myself trying this out on an unlisted thing to see if it was, good or not. So hopefully this is working. So I'm by the water, of course, by the water, trying to see if we can do this nice little live by the water, but I'm losing sunlight because I've been out here just too long playing around. So let's get this started. My name is Tiana. I do all kinds of things in this channel. Following my micro lock journey is one of them, following other lock journeys, kind of giving out hair advice, hair tips, hair tutorials, hair wrap tutorials, anything I can think of. Hey mom, thank you for joining. You gotta tell dad that you beat him this time, that you beat him. And of course, as always, because I'm always playing around with this internet, if things get funky, just let me know. I really love going live, and yeah, I just love going live. So again, finding new scenery is always a nice thing. So I don't understand why it's gotta give me hard times. But anywho, so we did not finish our talk yesterday. Yesterday we were talking about water and how beneficial water is in your hair. And in the story, the lady was saying how she saw this older lady one day sitting somewhere, and the older lady was trying to, kind of give, the older lady happened to have really long hair and was giving her kind of advice about, I'm laughing because the sun is hiding behind the trees. The older lady was giving her advice about her hair and water and stuff, and she was just talking about how we have had a misconception, especially us with natural, let me not say natural, but curly hair. We're not used to putting water in our hair as frequent as some other cultures or other hair types who are used to maybe washing their hair every day, but their hair is getting water every day. So we're talking about how it's not the washing that is the problem, or rather the wet in it, so much as it is the shampoo that is the problem. All right, so hopefully this is working out. Let me get back to my story, hopefully. And the last part that, again, we were at was when the lady was like, it's not the shampoo. I mean, it's not the water, it is the shampoo and the harsh chemicals in the shampoo. And we have talked about shampoo on this channel, so hopefully you kind of have an idea about shampoo and its effects. So let's go ahead and keep reading. So here we go. Then she proceeded to tell me, the older lady, about her granddaughter who complains daily about her hair. She oils it, rolls it up, measures it, and seems to sit by waiting for it to grow, but she never ever wets it. So I laughed out loud, thinking of all the women who I knew who were doing the same thing, myself included. But Granny, water is hard on our hair type, I said. Nonsense, she said. Says who? So of course I went on with sharing up to her how the water breaks down our hair and how it takes the relaxer out. And for the first time, I realized that I had no basis in this myth at all. So I'm going to skip ahead a little bit more. She says, there are plants and things which are gentle on our hair. So throw away those harsh chemical shampoos. They were never made for our fine hair. This was my aha moment. Perhaps I heard that concept many times, but my stubborn head did not want to receive it. The idea of just rinsing my hair alone every day took me a while to get. Perhaps I was more willing to trust her advice because her own hair was evidence of health and the sort of length that we all aspire to. Examining her hair much closely, I could see that she was natural. Her strands were not unlike most black women's hair. So the bugs have found me, y'all. So if y'all see me squatting her strands were not unlike most black women's hair. On first appearance, most people would assume that it was a particular grade, but it was not a particular grade that was uncommon to the rest of us. And what was uncommon was the health and the shine of her hair. And let me say, y'all, I have a nice little discussion to do with you all. Let's see if I can reset myself. I have a nice little discussion to do with you all about hair and certain hair types being easier to manage, deal with, and blah, blah, blah. Very controversial, but I have I have to have this conversation with you all because, you know, some people say that certain hair is harder to manage. I'm not going to lie. I agree with many of that. And yeah, so we'll talk about that later. But that's definitely a controversial topic that I have to get into. So after much more talk about the politics and social effects that hair plays on us as women, she shared her routine, which was quite astonishingly simple. First thing in the morning while bathing, she saturates her hair in the shower. She massages her scalp, then runs her finger along the hair to remove any excess dirt or oil. And that's what I was saying before. If you're not putting a heavy amount of product in your hair and you're not overdoing your product, then you do not need to shampoo every day. But at the same time, just wetting your hair, just letting the water run through your hair, the water pressure itself will get out like those everyday dirts and oils that is in our hair. So she wets it, she massages it, she runs her fingers through it to remove any dirt or oil. Then she twists it into large rolls, and after leaving the shower, she then added coconut oil to her damp hair, emphasizing the dampness of the hair to keep the moisture. So emphasizing she's putting the oil on while her hair is still damp. Then she gathers all of it into one long plait. I'm just thinking, because I said I want to try some of these things, and when I did try wetting my hair every day, like I said, it was in 2-strand twists the whole time. Like I wasn't taking it out and such like that. So I wonder if I do try it again, would I have it in 2-strand? Like, would I wear it out for the day, or will I twist it up? But if I do it in like the winter, like, or the early fall or whatever, then twisting it up wouldn't be such a bad thing, because then my ends are a little bit more protected and my ends are a little bit more tucked in, which is always an okay thing to do in the harsher seasons. She said that this routine has served her for the most of her life, and when she has visited her children in the colder climates, she reversed her procedure and does it at night instead of in the morning. Okay, so if I do it in the cold, I gotta do it at night. So I wanted to know, does she ever feel the need to shampoo or wash out the excessive oil? And her response was suggesting a few natural plant alternatives such as okra, hibiscus leaves, and aloe vera, which just happens to be one of the staples in this hair growth regimen. And if you've been following my channel, also don't forget to give me a thumbs up and to comment and subscribe. We are trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. And yeah, like I said, you can always treat these videos like podcasts, like you kind of do with other videos, because some of the information in the video is information. You don't have to always watch it, but you definitely can let it play and listen to it, and, you know, get what you can from it and use the things that you can from the book. But yeah, if you've been following me on this channel, you know that I love aloe vera. It's one of the few natural things that I'm able to use and not break out from. While this idea took me a bit to accept, I did give it a try when I did have my visit with the naturopath, and it was one of the suggestions which boosted my confidence in rinsing alone. Her belief was that if one rinsed often enough, the hair would be relatively clean, and a full wash was something she would do every once in a while. If rinsing alone seems like a hard pill to swallow, it's only because your mind has been conditioned to always use some sort of detergent every time water touches your hair, which is true. And many of us, it wasn't until we went natural that we thought I could wet my hair and not be shampooing it. Because most times if you wet your hair, you are shampooing it, and if you're not shampooing it, you're not letting it get wet. Oh, we read that part. However, let's not forget that most often washes are once a week or once every 2 weeks, which is very, very true. My conclusion after much research and many years of personal learning is that water is essential to the health of our hair. It cleans the scalp of excess oil and dirt, which tends to get clogged easily with sweat. And if you exercise, you want to rinse out the salt as well as the sweat, which not only clogs your pores, but the salt dries out the hair as well. The water adds a lots of moisture to our hair strands, and the more moisture, the more the hair grows. So she has this little tip here on the side. It's like not a part of the book, but just a little part. It says hair wetting is one of the simplest, most hidden secrets to amazing growth. It's so simple that most people won't emphasize it because few people will believe how much their hair will grow by daily wetting alone. So again, we are on a hair growth series, and I definitely do plan on trying out wetting my hair every day. So I will let you all know how that goes. Thought my hair was a bug. Hope it's not. After my very own experiments of rinsing my hair daily, sometimes every other day, I was amazed. One of the biggest benefits I gained was realizing that my hair was quite soft, manageable, and not some hard, brittle hair. The more moisture my hair had gotten, the more silken it felt. Not straight and silky, but soft and fluffy, like cotton candy. I loved it, and no one needs to convince me that wetting my hair leads to super healthy hair that grows amazingly fast. Oh, I'm so excited. You may be wondering if the hair will smell, and the answer is no. If rinsing is something you intend to do frequently, then with each rinse, you cleanse out any bacteria that will cause your hair to smell badly or clog up your scalp. Let's move on to the next section in this book. Oh, thank you. Let's move on to the next section in this book called Ideal Hair Washes. I like the setting too, though. It's like very relaxing. And again, I lost the sunlight playing around trying to take this thumbnail, but it still is very, very, very relaxing. I love water, so anything water, I'm all for it. When you are, all right, these are ideal hair washes that I'm about to give you. I think I can afford to give you them all, so let's see. When you're ready to wash your hair and remove any excess product or simply refresh your hair and scalp, the following are 3 staples and part of our hair growth strategy. Because mind you, again, the book at the end and throughout is giving you a hair routine that you can follow. The Aloe Vera Gel Hair Wash. This is my all-time favorite hair wash. It not only washes the hair well, but it also has many moisturizing and conditioning properties. Raw aloe vera, it says aloe vera. Raw aloe vera gel is a gift from nature. It is one of the key ingredients in the O'Hara method because of its many benefits. I personally have discovered aloe vera gel as a hair wash for about 15 years or more, and it is a weekly staple in my hair care routine. The benefits are so many that it had become a part of the O'Hara regimen. You have to see this picture, y'all. It's so pretty. Super nice picture. All right, so aloe vera is antibacterial. It soothes, it balances the conditions, which, okay, let me read that again. It soothes and balances the conditions which cause dandruff and an itchy scalp. It controls greasy hair. Aloe vera contains enzymes that break down fats and strips hair of excess oil. It also contains an active compound which helps with alopecia, which means it also stimulates new growth. And aloe vera also contains loads of minerals as well as vitamins which penetrate the scalp when used. Vitamins such as A, B12, C, and E are all vitamins essential to hair health and hair growth. This is how you do it. So if you want to know, this is the steps on using this aloe vera. Number 1, cut and clean 1 aloe vera leaf. And for me, I usually get mine at ShopRite near me. That's where I can get a nice leaf. But I do have, you know, a little aloe vera plant that I have to show to you all that a friend of mine gave me. Number 2, place it on a clean surface. Cut off the jagged edge sides. Remove one side of the leaf, so cut off one of the outer layers. With a spoon, scoop the gel from the aloe. Place it in a blender and pulse it until it becomes easy to pour into a small bottle with a small opening. You want an opening which will allow the aloe to be poured directly onto your scalp and throughout your hair. Rinse and cleanse your hair with water and then apply the aloe vera gel to your scalp and over every inch of your hair. Massage it in well. Let it sit on your head for about 5 minutes and then rinse. Now, I have tried this one, just washing my hair with aloe vera, but I think I did put like a dime size or something of shampoo in it, but I did try it because I'm also trying to ease off of using shampoos as much. So, and been rinsing my hair a little bit more. So I did try this. The only thing I did not do was let it sit on my head for about 5 minutes before I rinsed it. I don't think I did that part. All right, the second shampoo, natural shampoo or cleanser you can use, but I'm not all the way sure, but it's Amla Powder is a very popular hair wash and conditioner used in the Indian community for decades, if not centuries, and I want to say I've seen this on YouTube as well. It has many nutritional benefits for the hair and scalp. It not only is a great hair wash to release heavy oils, salt, and sweat buildup, but it nourishes the hair. So if any of you have tried this, go ahead and let me know in the comments down below. Amla Powder as a hair wash is especially good if you use heavier oils and you need a wash for heavier buildups. So it also has added additional benefits which aloe does not. So the Amla Powder benefits are that it contains antifungal properties as well as antibacterial properties, which means that it cleanses the hair, which means that clean hair is a given with this powder. Amla has long-running reputation for slowing down the graying process. So, you know, if any of you are interested, the graying process that is due to the mineral deposits within the amla. Poor nutrition is often a cause of graying hair. So amla adds by adding the nutrients which prolong having your dark or natural colored hair. You used it before you got locks. Well, let us know, how did it work out for you? Did you see results right away? Is it something you would use again? Let us know. I haven't heard of the oil, so I'm guessing the oil and the powder is two different things. But yeah, I'm pretty sure I've seen this before on YouTube. It has properties which combat oxidative stress on your hair, and that being the impact of stress on the strands, which again leads to graying and hair loss. How to use it? So the amla powder, you put it into a glass bowl. You use a wooden or plastic spoon and you form a loose spreadable paste. Add to freshly rinsed hair. Massage it in from root to tip. Let it sit for 10 minutes and then wash it out. Follow it up with an oil steam. That is optional. All right, the next one. I have no idea how to say this one. Shikakai Powder? All right, this is the one I'm pretty positively sure about. It says its benefit, this plant is found in Asian countries. I think that's where I've seen it. Because recently I got a ad or something that was like, use this, but it was from Asia. And I think that's where, I think that is where I saw this. I don't know if it's Shikakai, y'all. I don't know, but powder. So this plant is found in Asian countries. It has the longest running history as being a great cleanse for the hair and scalp, as well as a growth aid. And it has many of the same properties or benefits as the other two washes. Some of its benefits are preventing split ends, reducing gray hair, fighting dandruff, promoting soft, shiny hair, and stopping hair loss. How to use it? Mix the Shikakai powder into a glass bowl. Add water until it forms a nice paste. Add it to damp, freshly rinsed hair. Massage gently from the root to the tip. Let it sit on for 5 to 10 minutes to benefit from the conditioning properties of it. And then rinse it and style it as usual. All right, Shaza said, all those S's. It helped with hair growth and decreases hair falling out or shedding, which really helped with her postpartum hair loss. All right, so that's what it said, that it would help with hair loss. So that's good to know. I think I might try it because it says it's good for like dandruff, and I don't have dandruff. I just have like a scalp that always wants to be moisturized and wet all its life. So maybe it will help. So those are the 3 different types of shampoos: the Shikakai powder, the Amla powder, and of course my favorite, Aloe Vera gel hair wash. So the last part says, these natural hair washes not only cleanse your hair but are great conditioners. They deposit nutrients through the scalp as well as the hair follicles and promotes growth, shine, moisture, and strength without stripping hair of its elasticity like store-bought shampoo does. And which of the 3 choices should you use? Well, choose the hair wash with the properties that support your goals. In case of these 3 washes, I would use the powders when I want a more vigorous wash due to using heavy oils. Otherwise, I would explore each of them to see which ones suit your hair and your lifestyle best. I alternate between all 3. However, I tend to use aloe most because it's widely available in my garden. And if I get my plant together, then it will be widely available for me too. All right, the next part of the book is about humectants, which I love, love, love. Trying to make sure something's not swimming to me in the water. Humectants, which I love, love, love. But there you go, folks. That is all about water and our hair. And like I said, if you're rinsing it every day. Yo, what did those birds just fall on me? I don't appreciate them flying over me. If you're rinsing your hair every single day, then obviously you don't have to use those washes every day, but maybe like once a week depending on how you do it. I think I am going to look them both up and see which ones I can try, if not all of them, and seeing if they have anything kind of like that maybe I think I would be allergic to, but I would love to try them. But I have tried the aloe vera one. I just didn't let it sit as much because aloe vera deposits, for me, it deposits some like white things in my hair. Like I could see some now from the aloe vera. So it does deposit some stuff in my hair, but I don't know, it's worth it to use something that is natural. So yeah, y'all, I do plan on trying the wet in your hair every day type thing, and I probably will put my hair up after I wet it. I'm thinking, you know, because it would be fun. Maybe if I did like a chunky twist or something like that. But when I do, again, hopefully I will document it, and I will let comments, you know, how you feel about water. How often do you think you use water? Would you try wetting your hair every single day or every other day, you know, a little bit more frequently? And yeah, and even like, what do you think is a good time for me to try it? Because I think I definitely want to try it out. So I try it out soon, like in the fall, in the winter, whatever the case may be. But yeah, y'all, thank you so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed the background, the scenery, the nice water. It's even nicer over there. I would turn you, but I'm scared the camera, the signal would mess up. But anywho, thank you for joining. Don't forget the thumbs up, subscribe, all of that fun stuff. And yes, hopefully next time we come back, we'll talk about humectants and yeah, keep going through the book and learning all the tips and tricks that we can. Some things we have learned so much in a natural hair community that we do already, and then other things, you know, we definitely can add to our hair care regimen. So hopefully this helps. Hope to see you in the next one, and until then, adios.